with your involvement with Phi Theta Kappa, today's a big day. What does it mean to the organization to be able to take these proceeds and give them to the resource centers?
It is so important. We've started one resource center in 2017, literally on donations. We have gotten a few grants here and there, but this is amazing. As the economy has kind of turned down and things have gotten so expensive, Last year we had over 2,700 students visit the Resource Center. This year one of our projects was to start a Resource Center that is across campus in the nursing building, because there is no way you can get from the nursing building to Pirtle in 15 minutes, and they have such a short break. So we are just so excited, because now that we've doubled the number of students we're serving, this is going to really mean that we can have nutritious food, that we can have feminine hygiene products, that we can have we have a clothing closet over here. We just got a big run of suits in that people are donating, so it's just going to be huge.
And what is the estimate for how much money we raised today? Do you have a ballpark?
Wow. I was running back and forth with the soup, so I'm not sure, but I think for every 10 people is $100. So we easily had, several hundred people in here, so just amazing. It's just amazing. We are so pleased, so much support at TJC from the faculty, from the students. Students don't have a lot of money, and they were here, ponying up because they said, hey, we're paying ourselves, So it's really been a blessing for us to have the support. My dean, Rick Nichols, that you spoke to let us have the Student Resource Center here in Pirtle. The administration, in the beginning they were kind of like, there's lots of food banks, but we had an extraordinary number of our students come from free or reduced lunch programs, and it's not like they magically suddenly have money for food when they arrive at TJC. The school supply issue is always a problem. You need a Scantron. There's a pack for $5, and you have 10 cents in your pocket. So we have Scantrons, we have, mostly the Resource Center is focused on keeping students in class. So we have phone chargers, because if you're a parent, particularly in the night classes, and your phone's dead, you're going to go home and check on your kids. We have everything we can think of. The dorms, for example, TJC has free washing machines, but they don't have washing powder. So we make sure that there's soap for everybody. We try to keep our eye open so that we can meet needs of the students.
And that kind of leads me, no, you're fine. That leads me into my next question. How does an event like this affect the students of TJC?
Well, it was interesting, because when they heard, a lot of people are asking about the Student Resource Center, it's more word of mouth. We tell the faculty, because a faculty member knows who is in their class needs a Scantron or needs a little bit of help. But it's been so interesting, because the students have realized, that's benefiting the Student Resource Center. So we had so many people, faculty and students, from all the way across campus, and that's a hike. And let's face it, it's early enough in the semester, you don't move your car because you can't park anywhere. And so we just had so much support from the students and faculty, and the more faculty that know about it, pass the word on to students, and students are telling students every day. Somebody comes in and says, here's someone in my class, and they heard about the Student Resource Center. A girl the other day came in and wrote thank you and little hearts all around her name where she signed out. She got a Scantron and a pencil, and I think some granola bars or something. But it's one more way that TJC can say we care about our students, we care about our campus. We want to do everything we can for student success.
And what does it mean to have the culinary department and the art department come together to help y'all?
Oh, this is massive. We love our culinary program. They have a meal every Wednesday and Thursday you can come and eat, so people are kind of seeing. And this took their entire day, all the students working. So this was huge. Dave probably hasn't slept in a week trying to get all these bowls done. And that's a huge draw. As you saw in the beginning, we literally had people lined up and counting down so they all get a bowl. So everybody wants a bowl that's been done by Dave. I know last year a former student had come back and done some bowls, so it's yet another draw to get a bowl for the Super Bowl. So next year will be bigger and better. All the kids have decided that we're going to paint. Next year we're not necessarily going to make bowls, because that takes a little bit more expertise, but we can paint. So we are going to set up, come over there and do some painting and help Dave out.
So big plans for the future.
Big plans. It's only going to get bigger and better from here.
All right, you got anything else you want to add?
we just appreciate everybody coming out and doing this for the Student Resource Center, for the students of TJC. We're a big family, and we try to make sure everybody knows that. We hope we have a whole new crop of students, and they are going to enjoy some soup next year.